Hi everyone, welcome. We are discussing pores. Can you really minimize pores? And if you can, what are the ingredients that really work in helping you minimize the pores? So we undertook a project called the Myth Busting Project where we discussed ingredients and we discussed some myths. This video is a part of that project. There are a whole lot of videos coming out of this project. They're going to be listed here. Please do have a look. So the topic of this video is pores. Let's first understand what pores are. Pores are a part of a body, they're a part of a skin, they help the body excrete toxins out. The pores that actually show up on a skin as enlarged pores are the sebum pores. These pores are used to excrete out the oil or the sebum that collects on our skin. And it is these pores that are going to be the discussion of this video as we move forward. Now that we know what pores are, it's also important to know that pores need to be embraced because they are a part of our body. The earlier we start taking care of pores, the better place we're going to be in terms of how they appear on our skin as we age. So if you have very oily skin or if your skin is very sluggish, which also happens, it's good to start addressing the pore issue as early as 2024 because if you don't do it then, your oil secretion keeps going unregulated. It is highly possible that the sebum will keep collecting on the pores and the pores will start becoming very visible. Let's understand how that works. So pores are like these small minuscule openings in our skin. As the sebum secretes from these pores, the pores have to enlarge to support the sebum. The sebum forms a plug within this area, into the pore. Once we unclog the pore and the sebum comes out, it's not like the pore is going to magically go back to what it used to be originally. It will if you take care early on by controlling the amount of sebum production that happens in your skin, or if you're making sure the exfoliation is happening at the right time so there's no sebum collecting over here. So if there's very minimal sebum, your pores will open only this much. If you're negligent of the oil or the amount of sebum be collected in your skin, your pores will keep expanding, and more of these is going to give you the textured skin or the textured look over here with your pores being extremely visible. Keep in mind that this gets progressively worse as we age, which is very important to understand how pores work. Now pores stay on top of our skin. They are like this, right? Underneath the pore surface, there is the collagen layer which supports the pores. So look at it like this. So this is a pore and this is the collagen layer, which is supporting the pore very efficiently right through our youth. When the collagen layer collapses with age, the pore kind of loses its basic root or loses its footing on the skin and the pore tends to dilate. As it dilates, the pores kind of increase on the face and they look like larger and larger as we age. So that brings us to pore care. There are two things: control the sebum or control the oiliness in your skin. Make sure that you're supporting the collagen underneath the pores. Now let's understand what kind of products will actually help us in achieving that. The first ingredient is vitamin A. Vitamin A, the magic bullet for keeping your skin healthy and youthful. So how does vitamin A help? Vitamin A helps in any of its form, whether you take the retinols or you take the retinoids or the retinolate. There's a huge variation map for vitamin A's. The vitamin A will keep your skin cell turnover healthy and it will regulate the sebum production and it will make sure that your skin remains healthy. Vitamin A also helps build collagen. So the stronger the collagen support you have, the well supported your pore is going to be. The next ingredient is niacinamide. Niacinamide not only helps control sebum but also improves the elasticity of the skin and improves the brightness. If you have acne issue, it's good to have niacinamide in combination with zinc. They are absolutely perfect for controlling the sebum production and helping oily skin. The third ingredient is vitamin C. Vitamin C will help maintain your skin barrier, which is so critical for making sure that your pores don't get clogged. It keeps all the bad stuff outside of your skin. Then there is green tea. Green tea is antiandrogenic. What that means is it helps control the sebum production. Just the perfect ingredient you need to make sure that your pores don't get clogged with extra sebum. The last product is a sunscreen. Sunscreen is the one product that's going to make sure that your skin remains youthful and healthy and the texture is maintained because it blocks UV radiation. UV radiation will work directly on our collagen and actually harms the collagen, destroys it. And when the collagen is affected, the pores sink and dilate. So if you're looking for anti-aging benefits, you're looking at maintaining the flushness, the plumpness of your skin, stick to a good sunscreen. Now, with all of that knowledge, how do you bring it together for your skin type? Among the biggest thing that I see in a lot of my customers is a lot of the customers will buy all the products, but they won't use them because different products don't work very well for them. My attempt over here is going to be to help you to kind of mix those products well and to identify the right product for your skin type so that you stick to your skincare routine to achieve the results you're looking for. Because just buying the product doesn't help. The product needs to be used stringently and in a disciplined manner. The first skin we're going to be discussing is the oily skin or the acne-prone skin, because this is the skin type which actually gets the maximum amount of pore visibility as it ages or matures. You first begin with hyaluronic acid, because the hyaluronic acid will help it remain hydrated, and a hydrated skin is able to function better. Once you've done with the hyaluronic acid, you could pick up any. My current favorite is the Minimalist. I've done a video on it, it's going to be listed here. After you're done with that, use a niacinamide. It's important to use niacinamide. The one I have over here doesn't have zinc in it because I don't require extra sebum control. I've got very dry, very sensitive skin. But if you're looking at niacinamide, just make sure it has zinc in it because that will help regulate the oil further. Remember, oily skin requires as much support as it can in terms of hydration as well as controlling the extra oil. You could also add the retinol, which I think is incredibly important, especially when you have oily skin and you have a lot of acne and your pores tend to get clogged very often. This is retinol 2.5%. This is from CGG. It is fairly watery. I've just added it to my skin routine and it's very, very gentle, and it's packed with hyaluronic acid and niacinamide, so it goes on very easily and very simply. However, it has a lot of fragrance, and sure, I've started using fragrance skincare, but this is a bit too strong for me and not very pleasant. So that serum went right through. It is really thin. I'll let you know, I think in about 3 months time, how it works. If you're not happy with the retinol, you could of course add the big guns of the retinoid from the Minimalist. This retinoid from the Minimalist, I've done a deeper video on it. You could have a look. It's going to be listed here probably. I always forget to list them. But this is a good retinoid serum. It's nice and thick and goes in very well. And I've been using it now for quite some time. I think about 5 weeks or 6 weeks now. And I have no reason to complain. It's very, very nice. It's a little waterier than the ordinary retinoid, but it's very good. So retinoids, as we discussed earlier, are great for your oily skin. What else could you add in your oily skin treatment? One of the hardest things that I see with oily skin types is the use of sunscreen. Because on average, sunscreen tend to be sticky and oily, and they find it very hard to find a sunscreen that will not make their skin extra sticky, extra gooey and shiny. One of the good sunscreen that I recommend to a lot of my clients with combination skin or acne prone skin or oily skin is the one from Requel. It is one of the most beautiful mattes that I've seen in a very, very long time. I have also done a review on this some time back. You might want to catch it. It's somewhere on the channel. If I remember to put it over here, I certainly will, but you could catch it there. It goes in really smoothly and it really doesn't have any cast. You feel it has a little bit of a cast, but that cast kind of goes away with time and it sits very beautifully. I really encourage you to have more than one sunscreen if you have different requirements from your sunscreen. It is all right to do that. What is important is that you use the sunscreen, and it shouldn't be an excuse that, oh, you know, आज मुझे makeup लगाना है, this sunscreen के ऊपर my makeup doesn't sit, let me not use the sunscreen. That is really going to damage your skin so much. I'd rather you forego the makeup than forego the sunscreen. However, it's also good to address these issues and these concerns upfront and get another sunscreen that will go beautifully under your makeup. And for that, you could still either use this or you could use the one Ultra Sheer from Neutrogena. This is also a great sunscreen. It's actually my favorite if I am putting it on for under makeup because it doesn't have a very bad cast. And the thing is, I'll tell you what, see, it goes in so beautifully, it goes in smoothly. The thing is that between these two, This takes on makeup much better than this does, because this has a kind of a matte lock on your skin. So when you put it on top of your makeup, sometimes it tends to pill if you touch your skin accidentally. So from a product to product perspective, if you're looking at something to go under your makeup, this is a much better choice than this. But do wear the sunscreen. If you're going to be out the whole day and you don't care for makeup and you just want a good sunscreen and you don't care about the cast and anything else, then La Roche-Posay is a great sunscreen to use, but it has a deadly terrible cast. So if you don't mind the cast, go ahead and use it. And the vitamin C, make sure you have a water-based vitamin C. The water-based vitamin C will not add extra oil to your skin and will go in very, very smoothly in your skincare. So that covers an oily or an acne-prone skin. Now, if you have dry skin, your problems are a little simpler, because then your problems are more towards hydration and moisturization, for which it's very much more simpler. You're going to use the niacinamide. A plain niacinamide is perfectly fine for you. You're going to use a hyaluronic acid, and you could add a vitamin C. If you do tend to have a lot of pores showing up, or you're just somebody who has a lot of dilated pores, irrespective of your skin type, then a good thing to do is to anyway add a retinoid in your skincare, because retinoid will help in the skin cell regeneration and will keep your skin much more smoother. It definitely helps a lot with the texture. You could again go in with the You could again go in with the minimalist retinoid. It's perfect for your usage. And if you have dry skin, then definitely look at the oil vitamin C from the Pilgrim. It's a beautiful vitamin C. One of the good tests for a product is when you instinctively reach out for this product over and over again. I'm finding myself reach out for this particular vitamin C a lot. But keep in mind, I have dry skin, and so I like oily serums. But I love the fragrance. It is a nice fragrance, and I am all for fragrance nowadays. I have a video coming up on fragrance too. You're going to see it shortly. It's just taking me longer than usual to put it together, but do stay tuned for it. So that pretty much covers what you're going to do with your pores. One thing I'd like to leave you with is it's always better to address these kind of skin issues early on in your skincare. I get a lot of questions from my followers and also my customers who say, you know what, I'm just 18, I'm just 21, I'm just 22, should I be using that many more products? Well, here's the thing. You have a skin issue. You may as well address it instead of letting it stay on its own, because on its own it's not going to heal, it's not going to go away. If you have oily skin, your pores are getting clogged, they're not going to start unclogging on their own. The oil is not going to stop getting produced on its own. You've got to help your skin perform better. Look at it as helping your skin and also being preventive. If you're going to ignore the pores getting clogged or the extra oil on your skin, and you're going to start addressing it at 31, 32, one, those pores will probably never go back to the original size. And two, you're going to spend a very long time and a lot more money getting the pores sorted post 30-31, because whatever you use, your skin starts aging around 24-25, so therefore the function, absorption, everything starts slowing down. So the same retinoid or the same vitamin C that might have dramatic effect when you're 25-26 will not have the same effect at 35 or 36. So my advice is step in early when you see an issue with your skin and handle it as soon as you can. If you have any questions or comments, please don't forget to leave it in the comment section. I just love the intelligent questions that come from you. It keeps me sharp, it keeps me thinking, and it of course gives me this tremendous joy that we're able to affect so many people on such a fantastic platform. I just never realized the power of this platform till I got into it full force. I mean, I could have done this 8 years back. But anyway, there is time for everything else. Till I catch you next time, be good to your skin and hair. Ciao.